What's up YouTube, this is Darius, and in this video I just want to share with you guys 3 things that can help your reef keeping experience. Okay YouTube, so earlier this week I posted a video just giving you guys the update on this tank. I have now been keeping this tank now for 1 year, so in that video I just gave you guys an update, and in this video I just want to share with you guys some of the things that I learned during that 1 year. So this is going to be 3 tips to help you just have a successful reef experience. So number 1, when it comes to keeping your reef tank, you want to make sure you stay on top of your water parameters. Now when it comes to water parameters with my freshwater tanks, I really never test them, and that's because these tanks are pretty much stable and I really don't have to worry about them. Even if my parameters are off a little bit, it won't really have huge effects on these freshwater tanks because they are stable. I do weekly water changes and everything gets back in order pretty easily. However, with this marine tank, I make sure I check my parameters once a week because one small change can have just a dramatic effect. So you want to make sure you stay on top of your water parameters, make sure you check your pH, your salinity, and you just want it to be consistent. You don't want it to be wavering because anything like that can affect your corals, can affect your fish, and just the overall health of your tank. So one of the most important things in this reef hobby is just staying on top of your water parameters. Okay, so the next thing that I found to be important when keeping a reef aquarium is placement, where you place your corals. I found that this is important because it determines just how happy your coral is and how healthy it is as well. So when it comes to placement, it's basically based upon how much light from top to bottom. The higher an aquarium, the more light it gets, obviously. The lower, the less light, and the amount of flow. What parts of the aquarium have a lot of flow, what parts have low flow, because different corals prefer higher flow, higher light, lower light. Now an example of this is with my yellow polyps right here. When I first bought these, I sat these down on the bottom of the aquarium, like where those trumpet corals are. They stayed down there for about 2 months and really no growth at all. I bought them and they had about 7 heads and they stayed that way for 2 months. I moved them up where they could get higher light and higher flow, and now as you can see there are about 30 or more heads and still growing. So it definitely grew a lot better and was a lot happier with higher light and higher flow. So when choosing your corals, you just want to make sure you just experiment, see what part of the aquarium they are most expanded, what part of the aquarium they just are most colorful, and that's how you know what part is best for them. So the placement of your corals in your aquarium is just very important because it determines just the overall amount of beauty that they will show and just the healthiness that they will show. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to keeping a marine aquarium, one of the things that probably are the most important is patience. Now when it comes to corals, when it comes to just the overall marine aquarium, you definitely want to be patient. When it comes to cycling the tank, you don't want to rush it. When it comes to letting your corals grow, you don't want to rush it. This is definitely the part of the hobby that tests your patience. I'm used to the cichlids that grow nice and fast and things like that. These definitely grow at a slower pace. Fish and everything is a lot slower, so you definitely want to be patient. You don't want to rush it. The moment you start rushing, the moment problems come, and who needs problems? So definitely just take your time if you plan on starting a reef aquarium. If you already have a reef aquarium, take your time, don't rush it, and truly the beauty will come from it. Okay YouTube, so that's been 3 tips that I found the most useful in my first year of keeping my reef aquarium. As always, if you have any comments or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more, and that will be all.